to Inspiring Hope. This is Patrick Livingston speaking, Pastor Patrick Livingston. And of course, we have our special guest here and my son along at the hem, PJ. So let's, Terry, you guys would like to say hello to everyone first before we go in.
Hello.
And first, welcome back, and glad to see you had a safe journey, and we can't wait to hear about some of what took place while you were down there. So we just get you guys to say hello here as we get situated.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
Yes, hello. Great to be back.
And PJ?
Hello. Crazy day.
Yes. I tell you, he and I just minutes here. We had to make some adjustments because I was literally at 2 o'clock heading downtown for a quick meeting. And then we had to put that off because of an emergency. And we didn't think we were going to make it here on time, yeah, but we did. So we were very fortunate and thank the Lord for helping us through that. Yeah, because it was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. The older
I wasn't serious.
No, yes. There you go. Yeah, it was a little scary, man. Yeah.
Well, I would have been a little scared if I got here and you weren't here. I don't know. I don't know how to do what PJ's doing over there.
So, anyways, before we get into it with you guys, we want to just kind of say hello to all of you Super Jams listeners, and we so appreciate you guys for tuning in to our program each time that we're on the air. And definitely, we are always excited, and we feel privileged to be, where we are to actually engage you guys with some of the things that's happening in our nonprofit in our community. So we're excited all the time about bringing some interesting guests on to share what they have and their experience and seeing the impact that it can have to some of the listeners that are out there. So,
well, speaking of nonprofits, why don't you give them an update on what's going on?
Yes, I will. That's actually where I was heading. So thank you. I'm excited, because this whole renovation thing had like a huge cloud over my head, and you don't realize the challenges that you're going through while you're going through it, and you don't know the decisions that you make or non-decisions that you make while you're in that process, right? And this has been going on for like 6 or 7 months now. Exactly. And I realized just like 2 days ago, we came close, we were close to the finish, right?
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then like all of a sudden, it's like somebody hit a light switch for me. So then now I'm thinking clearly, I'm preparing much better, all of these things now, because before with this cloud over my head, I couldn't see the finish line and I'm working towards it. And I tell you, man, I didn't think like how I normally think, and I let some time pass on some of the tasks that I should have gotten done, because I was so focused on this and not thinking. So when they say that the struggle is real, the struggle is real, man, because when you're going through it, that's why it's good to have a good support system around you when you're going through these changes, because then they can give you that nudge. And they, you have to keep them informed too, because they're not going to know when you're lagging. I won't say slacking because it's not purposely done. You know what I mean? It's just that when you have a cloud and you got so much going on, you can't possibly think like how you normally do. When you remove that cloud or all of a sudden you start to see the light, then, you start to think better, you start to, prepare better and stuff like that. So that's exactly what happened to me. So then now it just seems like once that cloud was moved, it just seems like everything else that we were working on is just coming to a closure too, yeah. So exactly, So the kitchen looks really nice. We're going to go and order the new equipments tomorrow and see how long they'll take to get that in. But they've got some, the pieces down there that they got to come in and touch up and do this and do that to it, the final touches and stuff like that. But you can see the big picture now and that you're at the final stage. So I feel so much better. So, yeah, so I'm truly excited about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. As well as, you know, it's going to help us to transition our organization from one level to the next as far as how we function. So, whew. But believe me when I tell you, we have our next big project that's just waiting to come on, and that project is going to be bigger than this one here.
Oh, my.
Yeah, yeah. So I better keep my my focus going here and taking whatever they're administrating out there so that I can stay focused, you know.
Yes.
So yeah, so
Wow.
thank you, listeners, for for tuning in and being a part of that. And our goal is to have a big get together, I should say. Once we get all our equipment in and everything is tested and working right, and we had about a week or so to break everything in, then we're gonna start talking about scheduling something where we can invite all of the listeners out to come out and take part in it. So
Nice,
I'm
nice.
truly excited about that. So.
That's a housewarming.
Oh yes, that's it. Yes, exactly. So, and I mean, we fed today. Of course, Tuesday is one of our feeding day, and I was not able to be there because I had to go to a meeting. And man, the guys told me, you left us. You left us. They said, we haven't seen so many people like this in a long time.
wow.
I'm just like, man, I'm so sorry.
Wow. Nice, though.
So I want to say, thank you guys for actually handling it while I was in the meeting and, getting so many people fed and taken care of. I truly appreciate all the hard work. Because when I walk, when I walk back into the restaurant after the meeting, I'm looking at some of their faces, man, and I was just like, yeah, it was rough. You can look on their face, they don't want to talk to you or they don't want to say anything right there. They just went through it, So again, thank you guys for always being there. So Peter, Ashton, Dee Dee, Jean, and Marie, thank you guys so much for all that you do, and all of the other volunteers that I didn't call. Those names that I called were the core group. And I also want to say, congratulations to Dr. Elliott and Sharon. If you guys are listening, I'm hoping you guys are having a good. It's their anniversary, so I hope you guys are having a good anniversary, and I'd like to say, happy anniversary to you guys.
Happy anniversary.
Yep. So, oh man.
And that's coming from the well doctors.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
And I want to share with some of the folks, because all the time we're always talking about what we do and our nonprofit, but I never once mentioned about some of the activities that we have going on each month. Once a month we partner with Journey Church, and they come out and they bring a bounce house and a truck that folds out into a stage. And we have a lot of fun with games, especially geared towards the kids. A lot of games, a lot of sporting activity, trivia questions, and things like that. And at least once out of the year, they do a petting zoo. So we bring the petting zoo in, and it was really an awesome time. So we do that every first Saturday of the month. Yeah, and unless it falls on a holiday, then we make adjustments where they don't really actually come out. So of course you have your food. We provide food, hot dogs, chips, drinks, things like that too as well. So
And that's all free for the
it's
kids?
all
and the
free
family?
for the kids and the families to come out and really enjoy. So it's a fun time, and that's the first Saturday of each month. And as well as the third Saturday of each month, we have music out there, but it's more or less they get free haircuts. So anybody who would like a free haircut, my buddy Sean out there and his wife, they go out there and they cut hair for free. So and then that's the third Saturday of each month. So we've got a few activities that we do from time to time out there, and I've always forget to share that.
It's the
so
first time hearing that.
yeah. So
give us some times. So apparently you had it on March the 1st.
right, that's the first
Saturday of March.
Right.
And so
it was
what's the
this.
times?
Oh, thank you. It starts at everything starts relatively around the same time, between like 11. On Saturdays we're there at like 8. We serve breakfast at 9.
Okay.
And breakfast will go until like 11. and then we transition over to our lunch. About 11:30 and 12, we start serving out the lunches, and at that time is when we start giving out the boxes and stuff like that. In the meantime, we have the kids them that are out there that's directly across the street from us at the bounce house and things of that nature there. Trivia, where they have toys and games. And then, you win these, you answer these trivia questions, you get toys. And yeah, so it's really, really and truly a lot of fun. Kimberly with Journey Church, she heads that. And that's something that was started with a good friend of mine, Amanda. We do a lot of work with Journey. Scott and his wife very, very much involved in what we do, and they were instrumental in actually making it happen. He's our volunteer coordinator and activity coordinator. So anytime we're doing something, they go through him. He set it up, and then he lets me know what I need to do, where I need to be.
Nice.
So yeah,
and that's the address is your.
It's
location.
you just show up at our place there. That's where it's at 1512 Wingfield Street. On every first and third Saturday of each month, we have special activities that's going on. So if you want a haircut, that's the third Saturday of each month. If you want to bring your kids, your family to, take part in fun and games, and it's a wholesome. Of course, it's got that Christian feel to it, because you have a lot of folks out there that that's what they do. Or I should say that's what we do. It is very nice.
So nice. So,
Elder Dell, thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate you being a part of our program each time we're on the air, as well as Paulette. Thank you also for tuning in. So, okay, I'm trying to think now. Am I forgetting anything, BJ?
I don't think so.
Housekeeping out the way.
Yes, yeah. And, I say thank you for him, too, because, he's always on the him for me. We just sent out, three more grants that we just put together. And I always, no matter how much we try to get ahead of it, he's like, Dad, okay. He's responsible for the majority of it. There's a small portion of it that I'm responsible for. And my portion of it is always.
You're holding up the thing. I'll say it for him.
Yeah, so so sometimes I have to humble myself. Yeah, but we got them out, and we're excited now. We'll just keep our what we say. Well, it's just keep our fingers crossed, but you know what I mean.
Keep your eyes above.
Keep it up above. That's right.
What's a normal turnaround for grants? Is that something that happens in 30 days, 60 days?
Well, it depends on the grant itself and the size of it. Sometimes the size of it really doesn't matter. If it's a bigger grant, the turnaround is not as quick, but you do have some small grants that they do, take some time. So with some of them, if it's a small grant, you can, depending on how they market it, you can get it within a week or two or something like that. Oh, really? On a smaller size one. On average, it's going to be at least 30 to 60 days or something like that, yeah. And then the bigger ones, it's a time that it's open. So what they do, they'll let you know that the opportunity for a grant is coming up like months in advance. Like there's a big one that we're going for at Lost Tree. We met with them when? Was it this year or last year when we met with them?
Last year.
Was it? Yeah. So November, right? Yeah, last year November we met with them, and they was just they heard about us, and they reached out to us, and they were really excited about what we were doing, and they're saying that the opportunity is not open yet, but we wanted to touch base with you, and when the time gets closer, then we'll let you know. So, it's getting closer because it doesn't, in June, I think it opens up in June. So all of those who want to respond to that opportunity, they have June to respond to it, and then they give you 30 days because it's not easy putting these grants and stuff together, you know. So you get about a good little time to put the request in, and then a little more time to write the grant. And then once it's written, then now you submit it, and then they'll take a few days because then now, depending on the amount of response that they receive, you know, then they have to go through the pile and choose, you know, if they're going to award 1, 2, or 10, you know, folks. So it all depends on the grant itself. But the smaller ones, you get a quicker turnaround if they put it out there. Oh, you got a couple of days or a couple of weeks to, you know, for it. And the bigger ones, for sure, it takes some time. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
So yeah, so yeah. Now, you know, we are truly blessed at this point here. You know, Mark, want to say Mark is not here, so we don't have music today again.
Right.
And I don't want to ever leave you out, but just coming in here and just making this transition is always something. But we're certainly praying for you, rooting for you out there, and hope everything goes well at your convention out there in Orlando. And, you know, we expect you to bring home the trophy. Yeah, you know?
That's right.
So, yeah. But, Mark, thank you so much for being a part of this, and you're always missed when you're not here. So, now, okay, so, man.
So much has been happening.
Hello.
Exactly. So, you know, yeah. I know.
Take a breath.
Yeah, exactly. You know, okay, let's look at the time before
I'm
we.
kinda
Let's do
looking
that.
at
Yeah, it's
CJ.
3:20. Yeah. So, yeah. You're the executive producer, right, PJ? I don't know. I'm just asking you. Now. So I turned to you and I said, we got 10 minutes. You know, should we wait a few because we?
I say just get it started because there's no music, so we have to talk.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Mark left me without music.
Music. So yeah. I mean, man, I wanted to hook up with you guys so much while you was over there. And what I didn't do is, you know, I don't know how, because I heard it's a vast size of land in Uganda, right?
Well, we're in Kenya this
Kenya.
time.
Oh, so sorry.
That's
Then
all
it
right.
would not have worked then, because I was thinking of my friend that's in Uganda, and then I have another friend of ours that's actually leaving to go to Uganda again. So I was trying to get them connected. So okay.
Yes.
All right. So Kenya.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So we're Terry and